Hello everyone, welcome back to Someday Is Now with Martha and Russ. Today we're at Fort Abraham Lincoln State Park in North Dakota, a place where history and nature come together in a big way. We've got drone views, a campground drive-through, and all the things you'll want to know before visiting. So come along with us today as we do our Someday Is Now review of Fort Abraham Lincoln State Park. Fort Abraham Lincoln is just outside Mandan, North Dakota, right along the Missouri River. The park is home to beautiful prairie views, miles of trails, and some seriously cool history, including the reconstructed Custer House.
Hey, just a quick pause in the action here. I wanted to stop for a minute and ask for your help. Could you please subscribe to our channel? Believe it or not, some of you watch our videos, but you don't subscribe. It really helps us out a lot. Plus, every new subscriber tells YouTube, hey, we like this content, and it will help us reach more people like you. Hit that like button. If you enjoy what you're watching, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment or question. Again, this is fun stuff, and we want to help as many people as possible. So let us know with a comment or ask us a question. Tell us what you think. Most importantly, our Amazon storefront. We all shop on Amazon, right? Over on Amazon, you'll find our storefront packed with all kinds of items we use and recommend for RV life and life in general. It's a fantastic way to get exactly what you need while directly supporting what we do. If you simply access Amazon through the link below in the description, we earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. And now, back to the video.
The campground has around 100 sites, including electric and non-electric spots, tent sites, and a few cabins. Whether you're in an RV or just rolling in with a backpack, there's a spot here for you. The sites are fairly level, and most have electric hookups. Some are nicely shaded, while others are wide open with great views of the surrounding hills. The campground includes clean restrooms, hot showers, a dump station, and drinking water. You'll also find picnic tables and fire rings at each site. Cell signal here was pretty decent, a little spotty, but pretty good. Starlink was great. We had a clear view of the sky. We were in Site 56. There's more than just camping here. You can tour the Custer House and walk through rebuilt barracks and blockhouses from the 1800s. This park is full of hiking and biking trails, with views over the river and prairies that seem to stretch forever. There's even a trail up to the On a Slant Mandan village, a site with reconstructed earth lodges that give you a glimpse into Native American history in this area. What did we love the most? The peaceful setting. You can hear the birds, feel the breeze off the river at night. It's quiet, real quiet. We also liked how the campground blends into the landscape. You're camping in nature, not just near it. Couple things to note. Some of the roads inside the park are gravel and a bit narrow in spots. Larger rigs should take it real nice and slow. Also, if you're visiting in summer, be ready for heat and bring bug spray. The mosquitoes don't mess around here. Reservations here at Fort Abraham Lincoln State Park are handled through the North Dakota State Parks site, and they do fill up in peak season. Fort Abraham Lincoln State Park was a great stop. Peaceful camping, rich history, and incredible views. If you're passing through North Dakota or exploring the Lewis and Clark Trail, this one's worth a stay. We'd definitely come back. So I'm going to check out the Mandan Indian village. They call it Slant House, I believe it's called. I'm going to check it out. There's a storm moving in, so I'm going to try to do this before the rain hits. So this should be interesting. There's the Missouri River. And here's the Indian village. This site holds a holy significance to the Mandan people. When visiting here, please show respect by not carving your initials, climbing on the lodges, or using them as restrooms. It's very sad that you have to say that or mention that. But as we all know, people can really be disrespectful idiots. But these are the type homes that the Mandan Indians lived in. Yeah. The Slant Indian Village. Very interesting. So here is a garden. Looks like they've got some sunflowers and corn growing over there. So it appears they just created these berms or big piles of dirt above these wooden framework. I think maybe there's one that you can go inside, I'm hoping. Really cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, big storm moving in. They would have their fire right in the middle, and an opening up there where the smoke would go out. Children among the Mandan. Man, they were very advanced, the Mandan Indians. They had their own electric fans. Wow. It's really cool that they have this. From a long-lost civilization. Some people say, were they really civilized? I say yes. They had their own society, their own culture. For hundreds or thousands of years, they developed ways to survive and how to thrive, really. Right here on the Missouri River, and there would have been hundreds of these huts. There were hunters, gatherers, but I think mostly agricultural, from what I understand. They thrived. I'm not sure what did them in, probably smallpox. And that was the Mandan Indians' recycling center. You know, they were real big into that. Actually, if you think about it, they really were into recycling because they used everything. They didn't waste anything. No part of the animal, no part of the buffalo, anything like that was wasted. Mandan Indians, Mandan, North Dakota. It was occupied during 1650 to 1750, so for about 100 years in the fall. So they were somewhat nomadic. They'd go where the fishing and the hunting was good. And when they ran out of game or the weather got bad or whatever conditions, they'd move to a new location. Pretty sweet. And of course, here's a statue of one of the Civilian Conservation Corps guys. Hey buddy, thanks for all your hard work. You're welcome, man. The Civilian Conservation Corps.
Morning.
Hey, morning, how are you?
Okay, how are you?
Good?
Anything we can help you with?
Oh, just wandering around. I've been camping over here for a few days. And
Do you know that we have extreme weather coming in?
I gathered that looking at the sky.
Yeah.
How extreme?
It's talking maybe 70-mile-an-hour winds.
Really?
And extreme thunderstorm alert. It hits at 10:30.
Oh boy.
And goes. Yeah.
I did roll in the awnings before I came over.
Are you in a tent? Oh, you're in an RV. Okay.
In an RV,
so
yeah.
Just so you know, our emergency shelters, the comfort station, the shower house.
I thought you were going to say in the Mandan.
No. Absolutely not.
The opposite.
So if you're down there in the campground, the shower house is
Okay.
part of that block construction.
Thanks.
And then this building, if you're around up here,
Okay.
Don't be up on the fort
Right.
before or the Custer area
Yeah.
when that hits. So yeah, so you're welcome to hang out in here for the next hour and a half and see the storm.
Wow, but thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know if you have any questions.
Appreciate it. Yeah, the campground's great.
It's a nice little campground. We just did a bunch of renovations this past fall.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I'm glad you like it. Have you ever been here before?
Nope, first time.
Where are you visiting from?
We are full-time RV.
Oh,
Been out 3 years since I retired.
Love that.
Been all over the place. We were just up in Canada, and we've been doing a little camp hosting here and there.
Cool.
We were at Rocky Mountain National Park, camp host over there. Yeah,
Which campground? They just opened up Marine Park, I heard.
the one on the west side. Moraine, we were supposed to be going back to Moraine
They
this
just opened it.
past spring, and it didn't open. So we and then
Oh, on the west side.
yeah, we were on the west side.
Oh, Grand Lakeside.
Yes,
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
we were there a couple summers ago, and then last summer we did La Vista, which is near Pueblo, up the mountain there. There's
Down
it's
that
like
25.
a state campground up there, which was really nice. It'd be 100 degrees in Pueblo. We'd go back up to the camp. It'd be 70.
Is that on the reservoir?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
thought. Yeah, I remember that.
Beautiful spot.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Oh, nice.
And then over the winter, we did Greenbelt Park in D.C.
Oh, cool.
We were camp hosts there. Most people don't know it's a national park. It's right inside the Beltway in D.C.
Huh.
But this is first time in North Dakota. We're really liking it.
Happy you're here. Have you stayed anywhere else here? Or?
Nope. We drove all the way from Cody, Wyoming up to here. That's straight.
Oh,
There you go. But, happy you're here. Happy
We're
you're
loving
here.
it. We're loving
It's a
it.
cool spot.
Great
Yeah.
job, man.
Feel free to look around if you got some questions.
Appreciate it, bud.
Monday is the day I try to get my flyer done. So, yeah, I should go to a game of crap.
Gunfight at the Grand River. Cheeky. This is Springfield Rifle. Thanks, guys.
Welcome. If you're heading out, it's just starting to rain.
Is it? Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I'm all battened down over there at the
Yeah,
camp.
those are big drops.
Yes, they are. Thank you, guys. Big storm coming in. Gotta get back to the camp. Make sure everything's put away. Don't need to get caught in some hail and crazy wind. There it is. There it is. Let's get back to the camp. Make sure everything's okay.
Thanks for coming along with us here at Fort Abraham Lincoln State Park. If you found any value in this video, hit like. smash subscribe, and give that comment section some love. Tell us your favorite state park, your worst camping fail, or just say hi. We're not picky, we just want to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on our next adventure, hopefully with fewer mosquitoes. And don't forget, your someday can start today.